Given the relative lack of things in the cave, aside from the atmospheric sensors, I'm kind of gathering that we were supposed to see the mercenaries being able to walk past them as suspicious, but not necessarily replicatable. I was initially looking to see if there was some way to replicate it, but as far as I can tell, the whole beast trick, like sneak past them part, seems to be... Oh, I found Vrook, the guard. Seems to be passive, I think. Either that or I just overrode it before I ever tried it. Oh, what the hell. Vrook is enclosed in a force field. Prisoner of these mercenaries. He regards you without expression.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
Tricks. Or confusion, actually. The mercenaries are branching out into kidnapping now.
This isn't kidnapping, this is bounty hunting. This Jedi is worth a lot of credits on Nar Shaddaa, and we're collecting. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting
Riskus
head.
is dead.
Unless you want to wind up dead. Leave now.
How is it that everybody can identify me easily as an off-worlder except for when they can't? Calf-hurting head. My ass. Actually, to be fair, I don't know where my character was originally from, so for all I know, I might have... This might actually be my home planet. I don't actually know. If it was said, I definitely missed it. Surely they wouldn't fall for the Force Persuade, right? Like, surely Vrook tried that. Right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Probably feel like a native to the planet, even if I'm technically not one, just because early childhood, you know. I don't remember exactly what age Jedi are usually brought as children to train, but I remember it's quite young, probably young enough that I might not have very many memories of. Is that accurate? I seem to remember from the movies something about Anakin was a little older than they usually take, wasn't he? And he was like 8 or something. Hang on one second. I've got something in my eye. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I'm pretty sure it was a cat hair, and I think I got it. Maybe. Anyway. Probably like 5 years old usually. Some were taken even younger. Gotcha. Was I remembering correctly that Anakin was a few years older than they usually take, or did I imagine that part? Don't want to fight, but I can't let you take Vrook to Nar Shaddaa.
I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
Kind of hoping the Kinrath would come to our rescue, but I guess killed it. Anakin was 9. Okay, cool. I did remember that right. Thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Don't let me forget to switch my weapon back out of my hand before I go back. Surprise, motherfuckers!
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
Oh man. I'm not going with "but I just rescued you" because that just sounds dopey, honestly. Not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of option number 1 either. I feel like my character has quite gotten over the whole what's the word I'm looking for? Like deferential, but not, but more than that, like the like, yes master, I'm sorry master, please forgive me master, I was trying to help, you know, that whole like attitude. I feel like neither my character nor I have the patience for such nonsense. 4 and 5 are both so good. I could stick you back in the cage if it would make you happier. These two are satisfying because they're sassy. And me being a little bit petty and annoying in a satisfying kind of way. Number 3 gets straight to the heart of his point, though. How are you going to help stuck in a cage?
When an opponent believes that you are defeated, they no longer consider you a threat, and they relax their guard, become bold. After I was captured, they talked freely of their plans, enough for me to learn their intentions. I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment.
Why? Okay, come on, man. I was having such respect for the writers. And then you don't give me an option to say, oh, well, good thing I broke you out of that cage then. Come on, man. It's the perfect time for it. How can I help?
If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger and they need our help. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Okay, out of game question. Is time actually of the essence? Do I need to run, or can I stop and loot things? Or even finish exploring the caves? Does it actually matter? Datapad contains orders from Ozkol to senior mercenary officers. Mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and are planning an imminent attack on Kunda. Administrator Adari dead, then the Exchange would be able to use Dantooine for their illicit activities, completely undetected by the Republic. All preparations for the mercenary attack have been made, and they could attack Kunda at any moment. Now I'm good? Okay. Thank you. Normally I would try and at least... Normally I would at least consider going, like, staying in character and playing it safe, but I did skirt around an awful lot of Kinras to get here, and I kind of don't feel like dealing with him right this second. Or I don't feel like walking all the way across the field again, basically, is more what it boils down to be totally honest. Vrook is a liar. Time is not of the essence. Noted. Thank you. Looting shall commence.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's practically an apology coming from Vrook, is it not? Where are all the Jedi?
There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack.
Where are these other Jedi?
We have chosen to hide our presences from each other, so that the discovery of one will not endanger the others.
How can you contact each other?
We cannot. And we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows.
Vrook apologized? That's a first. I mean, to be fair, he didn't actually apologize, but I feel like, I feel like I may have misjudged you is basically the same thing coming from him, or at least the closest anybody will ever get. And what then?
Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here, we can plan a course of action and carry the battle to them. But so far, they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die.
I've already met with Zez-Kyle on Nar Shaddaa.
Nar Shaddaa? Why would he go there?
He believes the life on Nar Shaddaa could conceal him. I mean, that is what he told me. I was trying to remember if he also told me the second, but it doesn't really matter.
It is good that you bring word of him, but you must not speak of it to others. It will only put him and any other Jedi who remain in danger.
Must be a way to assemble all the Jedi.
We cannot. And we have resolved, but even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them.
It's the exact same answer as when I asked how they contact each other. That's not helpful.
You have more questions for me?
This game makes me hate Jedi. What happened to the Jedi?
We are at war, but it is unlike any war we have fought before. We have yet to even meet our attackers in battle. Somehow our enemy is targeting us through the Force, striking, then retreating to the shadows. The gathering of any Jedi seems to attract them like a beacon. So it was necessary to divide our forces and conceal ourselves for a time until we could learn more of this threat.
Like on Qatar?
How did you know of Qatar?
I have ways.
Few knew it was one of the gathering worlds for the Jedi. But yes, Qatar was one such place. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar, Master Dorak, and many more perished there, and we do not know why or how. But all life on the planet ceased to exist. I was not on Qatar when it was destroyed, but now that it is dead, it has left its echo, like Dantooine. It was after Qatar that the few of us left realized that wherever we gathered, we were placing others in danger, not just Jedi.
Why did you come to Dantooine?
Great tragedies, old battlegrounds, places of suffering, all leave wounds on the galaxy and in the Force. In such places, the deaths of so many echo, so much so that it is difficult to center oneself. By coming here, those echoes serve to mask my presence, allowing me to investigate the ruins and try to find some clues as to who our attackers are.
Kind of makes me wonder if there's a Jedi hiding on Malachor, because that sounds like exactly the sort of place. I have ways. Yep, basically. I mean, I do. Not all life was destroyed. There was one left. She happens to be my friend now. You can mask your presence here, couldn't the other Jedi?
The Miraluka world of Qatar taught us a terrible lesson. Many Jedi gathered there in an attempt to use the Force to find the location of the enemy. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar. I was not on Qatar. It was after Qatar.
Oops. Shit.
I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long
I didn't mean to
enough
exit out of the conversation.
Now watch and learn. This form is a Taru. Because it is such an aggressive fighting style, you should only use it against single opponents. And don't try using this form amidst heavy fire. Nothing is more embarrassing for a Jedi than to be cut down by a stray blaster shot. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
I'm so glad you clarified that, because I looked at it and I read it twice and I was I was so confused. I should have guessed what you meant. But also went away. But I was like, first off, how do you know what my car is? Second off, it's not really that nice. Third off, I'm not that young. And no, I haven't owned a car since I was a baby. What are you talking about? Since he was about 3 months old, yes. He wandered into... I was working at a CVS drugstore at the time. And we think that the motion detector picked him up at night. It was like 15 minutes before closing. Because his fur was so bright. we think the motion detector picked him up, but the door opened for him, so he just wandered into the store and was like sniffing around the checkout candy. It was as friendly as you please. And we were on the corner of two busy streets where people had literally been hit in the street. And it was just me and my cashier there, and my cashier had 3 pit bulls at home. We couldn't let this poor little kitten wander off into this area where literal people had been hit in the street before, let alone cats. So I took him home, and he's been with me ever since. He fell asleep on my arm in the back of a cab on the way home because my car was in the shop. I was not prepared to have a cat that day, but there we go.